Whether you're a thinker or a tinkerer struggling with stress and anxiety, or simply on a journey of self-improvement, Biohack Your Brain is tailored for those eager to take charge of their neural well-being. Tune in as we unpack the treasure trove of insights that Willeumier offers in her quest to unlock the fullest potential of the human brain. From a brain-optimizing diet to mental exercises and stress reduction techniques, Willeumier provides a roadmap to fortify your brain against age-related cognitive decline and diseases such as Alzheimer's. Without any delay, let us delve into the key points which offers listeners to enhance their mental performance and safeguard their brain health. Key idea 1. Rev up your brain power with practical wellness tips. Imagine your brain as the ultimate high-performance vehicle, sleek, powerful, and intricate. To keep it zipping along the fast lane of cognition and creativity, it's essential to have a stellar maintenance plan. Forget outdated comparisons to machines and computers. Your brain is an organic marvel, craving the kind of care that would make any luxury car jealous. Whether it's warding off mental fatigue or enhancing overall brain function, the goal is to peek under the metaphorical hood to understand the mechanisms at play. Making small but impactful changes can help you navigate the road to optimal brain health. Today, we'll guide you through a journey that reveals the surprising way in which a simple stroll can unlock your creative potential, the unexpected connection between nutrient-packed blueberries and heart-healthy sardines, and the reason why a few deliberate breaths can act as a shield against cognitive decline. Buckle up. It's time to biohack your brain towards peak performance. Key idea 2. Understanding the intricate symphony within your skull. Consider for a moment the spectacular symphony of activity happening within your skull. The brain is a universe in and of itself, teeming with electrical pulses and a vast network of neuronal connections that put the most advanced computers to shame. A neuron, in essence, is like a pulsing star in the neural galaxy, sending messages at lightning speed and forming an intricate web with around 10,000 connections per cell. Imagine the scale. Every second, your brain is a nerve center of billions of firing synapses, each carrying a spark essential for everything from recalling your childhood home to the automation of your heartbeat. The key insight is that the brain's complexity is as astounding as its indispensability to our very existence. With each of the 100 billion neurons playing a role in the human brain, the neural network we possess outnumbers the stars in the Milky Way. As revered physicist Michio Kaku muses, the brain rightly claims the title of the universe's most complex known object. Its complexity isn't merely a static marvel, it's the pilot of the ship that is the human body. Our various operations, whether it's the conscious effort in forming words or the subconscious regulating of our heartbeat, rely on the ceaseless chatter of neuronal signals. Visual and auditory stimuli are nothing but signals until the brain translates them into coherent images and sounds. The spinal cord, an extension of the brain itself, serves as the superhighway for these inputs and outputs that govern both voluntary and involuntary actions. Grasping this miraculous complexity begs a question: how do we maintain such a vital organ? Maintaining brain health isn't just an option, it's a necessity akin to keeping a fine blade perfectly honed. In our journey ahead, we'll unlock the secrets to nurturing the mind, ensuring its longevity and sharpness for years to come. Key idea 3. Your brain's evolution with dynamic circulation. Picture your brain not as immutable marble, but as clay, perpetually being shaped and reshaped. Yes, it's true that as we journey through life, the brain experiences natural wear and tear, losing cells daily as we age. And indeed, factors like stress, substance abuse, and illness can quicken this loss. But don't despair, for neuroscience bears good news. The prevailing truths of yesteryears are now transformed, revealing that even into our later years, sprouting new brain cells is not only possible, but a reality. At the heart of this renewal is a fundamental concept: good blood circulation bolsters brain growth throughout one's lifespan. Our voyage of understanding the brain has shattered old ceilings. Concepts like neuroplasticity have illustrated that our brains are like malleable sculptures, adapting with practiced repetition. The strumming of a guitar, the strokes of a painting, all carve new neural pathways in our cerebral landscape. In tandem, The revelation of neurogenesis uncovers the sprouting of neurons in the hippocampus, the epicenter for our memories and learning capabilities. And it is within our power, with simple daily adjustments, to be the gardeners nurturing this growth. Why is circulation so essential? The brain, modest in mass, is a glutton for resources, demanding a fifth of our body's blood supply to fuel the constant chatter of billions of neurons and to cleanse away the debris, like the ominous amyloid beta proteins often associated with Alzheimer's. In essence, robust circulation is an ally to cognitive prowess and the fountain of mental wellness. Feeling the fog of concentration creep upon you? It may very well be the whispers of sluggish circulation. Fear not, for even minor tweaks can usher in abundant flow. Consider the humble act of taking a walk. This rhythmic movement is akin to a wave, enriching the brain with nourishing blood, and often it's in these ambulant moments when creativity unfurls its wings. So the next time you collide with a mental impasse, gift your brain the elixir of motion. A stroll around your environs may just uncork the bottleneck of thoughts. And when you resettle into your haven of work, honor your posture. Sit as though wearing an invisible crown, shoulders at ease, and let the lifeblood course through you, fortifying every neuron with the vitality to flourish. Key idea 4, dive into brain health with berries and ocean bounty. In a world where the conversations around aging and cognitive health are intensifying, statistics draw attention to an undeniable challenge. According to the World Health Organization, dementia affects 1 in 10 individuals over the age of 65. With projections indicating a soar to 3-fold by 2050, the focus sharply turns toward proactive measures to curtail cognitive decline. In the absence of definitive cures, the stitch in time is all about prevention. Considering that the onset of neurodegenerative diseases can be a slow burn beginning much earlier in life, minor lifestyle modifications can be the linchpin for long-term brain vitality. So, what's the recipe for cognitive longevity? The spotlight shines on diet. The key takeaway? Berries and seafood are your brain's bastions against the advancing tides of cognitive decline. Healthy eating patterns are synonymous with an enlivened, energetic life trajectory, as any nutrition expert would chime. Embracing vegetables, legumes, wholesome grains, while moderating the intake of dairy, meats, and sugars forms a canvas for a nourishing diet. Sprinkle your meals with nuts, seeds, and a drizzle of olive oil, and you've sketched a dietary masterpiece for overall well-being. But let's delve deeper into the culinary realms directly influencing brain health. From the vast expanse of nutritional choices, berries and certain fats emerge as champions of cognitive function. In the berry corner, a Harvard Medical School study spanning 2 decades sings praises. Among 16,000 participants past their 70s, those who infused their diets with a steady stream of berries exhibited remarkably slower cognitive decline. Imagine a handful of these vibrant fruits could mean the difference of 2.5 years in terms of mental acuity. Berries owe their protective prowess to antioxidants. These vigilant warriors quell inflammation and combat cellular wear and tear within the central nervous system. Fancy a berry boost? Add at least 2 servings per week of strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, or blackcurrants to your grocery list. And now, casting the net wide for fats essential to brain health, enter the deep-sea delicacies rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These fats are not just diet trends, they are integral to the brain's architecture. Fat insulates the myelin sheaths sheathing our neural fibers, ensuring messages zip across the brain with speed and precision. To shore up your diet with these essential nutrients, aim for a catch of oily fish twice a week. Whether it be salmon, trout, mussels, or sardines, your brain will thank you for the feast. Key idea 5, hydration, the premium fuel for your brain's engine. Imagine your brain is not just the driver's seat of your existence, but also its very own expertly tuned race car. To zip through the neural racetracks at peak performance, hydration is not merely an option, it is pivotal. But we're not talking about diesel or premium unleaded. Your high-caliber brain thirsts for none other than the universal solvent, water. Harnessing a formidable composition of 75% water, the brain's needs are simple. Maintain this balance to avoid cognitive gridlock. Suffer a mere 1% decrease in your body's water content, and you might as well have tossed sand into your cerebral gears. Expect fatigue, fuzzy focus, and languid reaction times. Yet, A startling report by Medical Daily rings the alarm bells. Approximately 3 out of every 4 Americans are running on arid mindscapes, bogged down by chronic dehydration. The key point to grasp: a well-hydrated brain is a jubilant and agile brain. Let's clear the fog around a pervasive myth. Regardless of whether you're basking under a tropical sun or cocooned in an air-conditioned Eden, your body is silently but relentlessly siphoning off its water reserves. From each breath that leaves your lips to the unnoticed sweat beads evaporating off your skin, your body's water stocks are persistently depleting. When water replenishment falls by the wayside, the brain goes into distress. Think of mild dehydration as a hazy mist clouding your mental landscape. It's an irritant but bearable. However, let that dehydration persist and you're in for a storm. Dizziness, forgetfulness, fractious moods, painful headaches, and even blurred vision. Now the million-dollar question: how much H2O does your brain need to purr contentedly? The answer isn't set in stone. A marathon runner will drink to quench a different thirst compared to a writer spinning stories in a temperate nook. However, an easy touchstone is that men should aim for 3.7 liters, around 8 pints, and women should strive for 2.7 liters, about 6 pints of water daily. Pledge allegiance to these hydration goals, and your neurons are bound to celebrate, propelling you along the path of cognitive excellence. Key idea 6. Train your brain for intellectual vitality and resilience. Anyone who's spent time pumping iron at the gym knows muscles thrive on a good workout. With every bicep curl, every lap, every mile pounded on the pavement, our muscles adapt, growing in strength and endurance. Now transpose that idea to the mind. While the brain may not be a muscle in the literal sense, it's equally amenable to exercise. Flexing it yields a more robust and agile intellect through the marvels of neural gymnastics. It's crucial to note that as you mentally spar with puzzles and immerse yourself in complex narratives, you're fostering neuroplasticity and encouraging neurogenesis. But what constitutes a mental gym regimen that would leave your brain buff and brainy? The key action point is this: engage in targeted mental exercises, and your mind will reap the rewards of health and fortitude. Ready to begin? Let's consider your intellectual objectives. Say you aim to bolster your intelligence, which isn't a monolith, but a blend of different dimensions. You have crystallized intelligence, the repository of your accumulated knowledge and skills. Then there's fluid intelligence, your problem-solving and reasoning navigator. And let's not forget emotional intelligence, your social compass and empathy enhancer. According to a 2013 breakthrough published in Science, indulging in the complexity of narrative fiction is akin to a full-body workout for your intelligence. As you traverse fictional landscapes, you don't just accrue knowledge, but you also engage in problem-solving and empathy, getting into the shoes of diverse characters. If sharpening your memory is your quest, consider adopting a word-of-the-day approach. Expanding your lexicon doesn't just enhance communication, it activates brain regions tied to visual, auditory, and memory faculties. For those yearning for neuron genesis, delve into the realm of creativity. Whether you're drafting poems, composing music, or penning heartfelt letters, these creative acts don't just beckon for fresh words and concepts. They stimulate the hippocampus, encouraging new neural sprouts. Lastly, if it's sustained attention you seek, old-school jigsaw or Sudoku puzzles might be your answer. Unlike their digital counterparts, these analog mind-benders invite you to while away hours in focused concentration. A 2019 study in the International Journal of Geriatric Psychology illuminates a fascinating finding. Avid puzzle solvers boast cognitive sharpness similar to folks a decade their junior. Whatever your mental fitness aspirations may be, a deliberate and disciplined brain workout routine is your ticket to a future of cerebral vigor and plasticity. Key idea 7. Take a deep breath and conquer the stress in your life. Stress is the body's built-in alarm system, an evolved response to danger that primes us for action. In the wild or the modern workplace, stress floods the system with survival-centric biochemicals. Adrenaline, for example, hones our fight-or-flight reflex, lending us the speed to evade threats or the endurance to burn the midnight oil before an impending deadline. But when stress shifts from transient to perpetual, it transitions from a vital evolutionary tool to a health hazard. The central advisory here is breathing exercises can be your powerful allies in the battle against stress. Just as a car isn't designed to withstand incessant redlining, our bodies aren't built for chronic stress. Imagine embarking on a coast-to-coast drive with your engine warning lights ablaze. It's not a question of if, but when it will give out. Chronic stress affects the brain's very architecture. It halts neuronal development, attacks existing brain cells, and can shrink the volume of gray matter, clouding your once pristine thought processes. Over time, this neurological bombardment paves the path for cognitive deterioration and mental disorders like dementia. Stress, unfortunately, is often a self-fueling inferno. Cortisol, dubbed the stress hormone, exacerbates the amygdala, increasing its size and hence our anxiety levels, which in turn makes us more stress-prone. This creates a relentless, escalating cycle of stress and anxiety. Yet there's a deceptively simple, time-honored route out of this vicious spiral: the art of deep breathing. Embracing this practice can arrest cortisol's march, peacefully bringing your pulse and blood pressure back to tranquility. Here's a basic yet profoundly effective technique to try. Shut out the world for a moment. Let your eyelids fall. Lay one hand gently upon your abdomen and the other over your heart. Inhale slowly through the nostrils, drawing a stream of air deep towards your diaphragm for a slow count of 6. Pause, holding this life-giving breath for 3 beats of the heart, then patiently release the air over another count of 6. Let this rhythmic breathing cycle unfold 5 to 10 times. When you open your eyes, it'll be to a world rendered a touch quieter, a touch gentler from just a few moments of controlled breathing. Key idea 8. Break the cycle of negativity to foster a healthier brain. Consider the ceaseless activity within our minds. On average, humans generate a staggering 60,000 thoughts daily. Despite this voluminous thought production, the patterns tend to skew towards the negative. A Harvard University study peered into this psychological phenomenon in 2013. Initially, many participants professed a preponderance of positive thoughts. However, upon meticulous tracking, the scales tipped, revealing that 60 to 70% and subsequently studies finding up to 90% of thoughts were tinged with negativity. The question arises, are we innately wired for a gloomy outlook? Fortunately, that's not the case, but modern neuroscience has shown that relentless negativity can indeed fray the fabric of our mental and neurological well-being. The critical insight to absorb is this: negative thoughts have the power to rewire your brain detrimentally. Just as hands carve grooves into clay, so do our thoughts etch pathways into the neural architecture. Persistent negativity carves out a network that amplifies the amygdala, the command center for fear. This escalation leads to a repertoire of bad memories and heightened distress. On a cellular level, negativity is even connected to the deterioration of telomeres, the protective end caps of chromosomes, which correlates to accelerated cellular aging. The ripple effects on our psychology are equally significant. Since emotions originate from thoughts and fuel decision-making, a brain steeped in negativity could dim prospects and undermine opportunities for betterment. Pessimism may close doors that a positive perspective might have opened. So how does one navigate away from this mire of negative thinking? Start with self-audit. Document the array of your thoughts, especially those that tug at your emotions. After a period of reflection, scour these records for a common thread. Does a narrative of perpetual solitude or professional stagnation crop up? How frequently does this occur, and in which environments or around which individuals? Once you've pinpointed a pervasive negative thought, construct a case for and against it. If loneliness looms, consider the possibilities that tomorrow could introduce a new companion, kindle transformative friendships, or perhaps instigate a reinvigorated bond with family. By dissecting negative thoughts with a scalpel of reason, you strip them of their venom. More often than not, it's not the circumstances, but an emotional magnification that casts shadows over reality. The next time a negative notion creeps into your consciousness, confront it with this newfound scrutiny, and very soon, rays of positivity will break through the clouds of past pessimism. Conclusion. Overall, Biohack Your Brain by Kristen Willeumier is a comprehensive guide to optimizing brain health and performance through simple, science-backed techniques. The book provides a solid foundation for understanding the basics of brain optimization and delves into more advanced techniques and emerging technologies. Whether you are looking to improve your memory, increase your focus, or reduce stress, Biohack Your Brain provides practical tips and guidance for achieving your goals. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and comment, and do subscribe to this channel. See you soon with an even better video. Thank you so much.